What's going on, everyone? Today we got to go over ChainOpera AI, which is COAI, because I think there's about to be another movement to the upside here, but you have to be extremely careful with this, and I'll explain why. Anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let's go straight over it. And also, guys, become a member of the channel is only $9.99 a month, $9.99, and it helps support the channel a lot. And you can have me go over any type of crypto or stock as long as it's not some type of low cap scam coin. Go ahead and become a member and just leave any comment inside of any comment section of my videos and request for me to do a technical analysis on whatever you want. So shout out to the members. Let's go over this, guys. You can see we are down 14.7% in the last 24 hours, 5.1% in the last 7 days. That's what we're up by. And then we're down by 40% in the last 14 days, but still up by 3,000% in the last 30 days, which is crazy. The trading volume is at 175 million. The market cap is at 1 billion. So let's look at what we got here. So as you can see right here, it looks like we have bottomed out here. As you can see, it looks like we bottomed out at least 3 times. So if we zoom all the way into here, I was doing some little scalp trading here, and as you can see, it broke down from here and it has hit the support down here again. But what we need to watch out for is whether or not it's going to break this support, because if we break that support, that is going to be very, very bad, right? That means, well, not very, very bad, but that does mean that we're going to pull back a little bit further if we break that support, right? So if the support down here is broken at $5.27, that means that we then move down to $4.38. And not only does that mean that we move down to $4.38, it almost in a way invalidates the bullish thesis that I have here, which it could still move up. It could still be bullish. So look at this, guys. This is a bullish inverted head and shoulders. I usually don't mess with these patterns because I just find that they're not as reliable as like the more simple patterns, right? The more structured ones are a little bit more difficult to spot and to catch. So I really don't like working with them. But what I do see here is a possible inverted head here and shoulders. So inverted head and shoulders. And as you can see, if we bring it up on the charts here, what is this? It comes down. So as you can see, coming down, going up to the shoulders. What do we see here? Going up to the shoulders, right down there at the bottom. And then we see this, the shoulders going down to the head right here. And then if you bring it up, shoulders going down to the head being lower than both of the shoulders stopping equally near the same level. And then from the head going up to the other shoulder, this is the head going up to the other shoulder. And then the other shoulder going down to the other shoulder level, not the head level. And you'll see that over here. So what does this mean for us if that is true? If that's true, that's bullish. But the only thing that could make it not true is if this goes lower than this. This is the other shoulder. You can't have some lopsided shoulders like this, right? Right now the shoulders are on point, right? And then the head is right below those. So we do not want to see this. If we see this happen, then we're more than likely going to see something like this happen, right? Like something nasty, like a nasty drop. We don't want to see that. We do not want to see that. But there's also a few other bullish signs. And some of the other bullish signs that we have here, for one, we're at the support. But for two, if you open this up, you can see all the way down here at the bottom, the %R trend exhaustion. And on this %R trend exhaustion, you can see how it has pretty much broken down all the way down there to that support level, almost to a point where it seems like it's about to just, take off and cross down here. So typically it doesn't stay down here for that long. And this blue bar right here, eventually it will have one of these little blue up arrows, and it'll pretty much indicate that the selling is oversold and pretty much that it's over exhausted to the downside. And then that's when our uptrend comes in. So hopefully it happens right now. It should be happening now, but it's taking forever. You can also see over here with the MACD, you can notice that the momentum is starting to pull up and forward. So the momentum is starting to go. So it's definitely looking like people are starting to buy in some more. And it does look like it's about to cross back over to the upside again here. So I think we might be breaking out here inside of COAI. Now, where do I think this is going to bring us? So there's a reason why you see this 200%, because this 200% represents the trade that I'm taking. So right here, I bought a little bit before it hit the support just in case, because I was doing that. That's the symmetrical triangle that I showed you guys at the beginning. And that's why I say sometimes symmetrical triangles break down. So you have to ease your way into your position, ease your way into your position. Didn't put the full position in right there. Just put a little bit, I just went a little bit, put a little $1,000 in there, let that go in there, ease into that position. You never want to go all the way in to a position on a risky trade like this. You don't want to do that. But anyways, this was the pattern here. I was hoping it would go to the upside here because this is a bullish symmetrical triangle, but we're still not technically bullish because it's still technically a downtrend. So I was hoping that it would break out to the upside, but it did not. So just a little bit in right here. And then as you can see, as we're pulling down, I'm definitely not going to buy anymore because if we break that level, then I want to look at a stop loss, right? So the stop loss, I would say, is definitely below this $4.38 area. If you start to see it dropping below $4.38, when I say dropping below, I mean like a lot. Like if you see it go from $4.38 down here all the way down to like $4 or like $3.80, that's when you really want to get out, like around this area if it goes that low, because that then means that we broke all structure that we had. If you come back here to the 4 hour, you can see there actually is structure here. We have some structure. It does look like a bullish inverted head and shoulders. So, we got to keep an eye out for that. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on that. But yes, now where do I think this is going to end up going? So I see this potentially, and when I say potentially, that means possibly. I see it possibly going over what it previously did. So getting over this $24 level, possibly getting to $30, possibly, right? A huge emphasis on the possibly. So not only that, I also have been looking at this, and if you look at the bullish inverted head and shoulders here, you can see it goes a little bit above where it just came from. So where did it just come from? We just came from all the way up here. So this wick right here is an important wick. Doesn't mean that we'll go all the way up to $50, right? But I think around $40 might be a realistic target for COAI. But see, the problem with the $40 price target is, the distribution between the holders. Like the top 10 holders literally hold almost all the coins. The top 10 holders hold 95% of the supply. That's very, very alarming. Yeah, it's very alarming, guys. I would say be very, very, very careful. Very, very, very careful. I can't emphasize it enough. And that's why I say, even though there's a possibility it could get to $40, and that's a realistic price target, anywhere from 40 to even up to 50, I will be stopping right before this, because we know that it can get above here, right? Because these two levels here, we know that it can possibly get to $19, which is that Fibonacci area here. This is going to be around $18.70. But I will be getting out at $18 because that's 200% gains from where I am now. If I would have waited, I'd have more percentage inside of gains. If you look over here, like if I pull this all the way down, you can see that'd be 300%. If I got in around $4 and some change, I'm looking at 300%, right? But I decided I'm gonna get in now just with what I have to put in. So it might not work out this way, and I might lose all the money that I put in. That's what you gotta come to thought here with. So like I guarantee though, this project, there are going to be some people that end up buying just because I made a video, and then they're gonna blame me. They're gonna say, oh, I lost money. Like, look, this is an insanely risky play. This is a very risky play because of the wallet distribution. This is a very risky play. I'm going to say it 5 more times. This is a very risky play. 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 There, I said it 5 times. And there's still going to be someone showing up. Oh, Marcellus, I buy it. It went down. I lost all my money. Marcellus, a scammer. Like, that's literally how they sound, right? That's literally how they sound. But anyways, this is a risky play, guys. So only get in if you're willing to take the risk. Every now and then, I like doing risky plays like this. So I put in $1,000, and then if it goes to $18, I'll have $3,000 off the 1,000. But there's no way I'm gonna risk like $10,000 on something like this. There's no way I would do that. Like just a little 1,000, let it do what it does, and see if it goes to 3. And then if it goes to 3, cool. I'm gonna go party, right? I'm gonna take the money out and go party. But yeah, this is not me putting like all my money in there. Like, so be very careful. If it does this, the last time it did it in 3 days. This was a 3-day period here, and then this was a 3-day period here. So it could happen within 3 days. So be prepared. Now, I also wanted to show you guys the wallet structure. I didn't want to just be like, oh yeah, the top 10 wallets hold all this. No, I want to show you guys. So look, this right here is the largest wallets. I think they're the largest actually. Yeah, 273 million. This is the largest wallet right here. Actually, no, I don't think it is. I don't know. Actually, no, this one is not the largest wallet. There are other larger wallets out here too. But I'm going to show you some particular ones that I picked out. So this is another large wallet here. This holds 5% of the supply. As you can see here, they purchased 30 days ago, and now it's worth 273 million. It obviously wasn't worth that 30 days ago, but they did purchase this 30 days ago. They have not sold anything since then. They did a little transfer here, but you see stuff like this when they're testing out the waters before they put the big money in the wallet, right? They don't want it. They don't want to lose it because they got like some number or word in the contract address wrong, right? So that's just them testing. The top wallet has not traded or sold anything, but they still got 1.2 billion. So them alone, they could crash it alone. Like, look at the fully diluted value at 5.4 billion. That's crazy. But look, they could fully crash this by themselves, the top wallet. This other wallet can do it that I just showed you guys. This wallet could do it. They have 573 million at 10.5% of the supply, but they haven't sold anything. So yeah. Now we are having whales sell. This whale has 11% of the supply. And as you can see here, 30 days ago, all that money, and then some of the money leaves. $54 million of it, to be exact, leaves that wallet. And then where does it go? It goes to BitGet because they sold. They sold $54 million worth. All right. So they sold $54 million worth 30 days ago. So when the pump first started, they got rid of some of it when the pump first started, but then they immediately bought more. So, that doesn't really matter because they immediately got some more. And then you got this wallet right here. They haven't sold any. They have a lot of money in there. This wallet here, a whole billion. They haven't sold any. They have a lot. This wallet right here, 1.2 billion. They haven't sold any. They got a lot. And then this is where we get to the sells, and this is where you got to be careful. This wallet has been buying and selling the whole time. They buy directly from BitGet, and then they sell back to BitGet, and they keep doing this. And 36 hours ago, they sold 2.7 million, then 13.6 million, then 13.5 million. Oh, what happened that long ago, huh? What happened? Well, we had a dump. That's exactly what happened 13 hours ago. We had a dump. And what else happened? Well, we had whales dumping. So that's how it dumps. So we had whales dumping, and this is why I tell you guys, when they have such a high percentage of the supply, you can't trust it. But look, 2 hours ago, they bought 6.2 million. And 2 hours ago, let's see where we were 2 hours ago. Let's go over here to 24. And about 2 hours ago, we were give or take around like $5.60, some change like that, $5.60. So, they're down a little bit, but that means that the price is probably about to go up if whales are starting to buy back in. Well, some of the whales. This whale also sold out 32 days ago, so they still have a lot more to sell, and they're going to keep doing this. They're going to milk it, rinse it, and repeat. That's why I think we're about to have another pump. because they're rinsing and repeating it. So that's just one thing. This whale hasn't sold none yet. And then this whale here, neither have they sold either. So as you can see there, the whales are selling, some of them, but not all of them are dumping. Not all of them. That's why I'm confident enough to put a little bit of money in here, but I would not say, do not put money you're not willing to lose in here. You will probably lose your money. All right. This is a risky trade. You will probably lose. Okay. So me personally, though, I can wait out a long time, and I can withstand a long time. Right. I'll be cool. I'll be chilling. I'm cool. But some people, they might not be good. But shout out to the members out there. Hit the like button and subscribe, guys. Again, I'm gonna ride this out to 200, or I'm gonna ride this out to 18%, which is 200%. $18, which is 200%. Yeah, I don't know why I just had a brain fart there, but yeah, I'm gonna ride this out to $18. That's 200% in gains. Shout out to all the members. Hit the like button, subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Become a member, guys. It's only $9.99 per month, and you see the work I'm putting in. I'm doing this for free. So just join. If you've made any money off any of the trades that I've done, just join the membership. Just join. Then you can request for me to go over any crypto project for you, as long as it's not some type of scam coin. But shout out to the members. And if you guys are wondering how you request for videos, just leave a comment in any one of the comment sections on any of my videos and be like, hey, Marcellus, can you go over this? And then I'll see your member badge and I'll go right over it. So shout out to you guys. And as always, I'll be back with another video.